Hey everybody, it's your boy John, coming at you from the car, where I'm trying to escape for a second to do a quick review of Supergirl, Volume 4, Daughter of New Krypton. This is the 2005 series, and the volumes of these deluxe editions, they're called, I don't know, they're not very deluxe, they're just a trade paperback, only go up to Volume 5, and the series itself goes up to an extra 20 issues past that. Now, there is one trade paperback available called Bizarro Girl, which I guess Volume 5 goes up to issue 50, and that starts at issue 53, I believe. So you can get a little bit. It skips 2 issues, but unfortunately, all of it's not collected, and so this is what DC does. It just drives me crazy with their collected editions. This entire volume is written by Sterling Gates and drawn by Jamal Igle. So it's the most consistent volume of the series to date. If you've watched my reviews of volumes 1 through 3, they've really been all over the map with this series with no consistent anything. No supporting cast, no nothing. I mean, they have kind of Superman in there, but that's it. So it's nice to get a breath of fresh air here that actually has a consistent deal. And at the very beginning of this, the first issue is a self-doubt issue. And we've had a lot of self-doubt issues with Kara already through this series. And they're like, do they actually need Supergirl? I think Jamal Igle's art is okay, but the faces tend to look a little funny. So, you know, I'm not huge on it, but I don't hate it either. Superman doesn't look very super here. He kind of looks like an aging dweeb. But we're 4 volumes into this, and 4 big thick trades into this, I should say, and we still got self-doubt. Now it sets up a whole, like, you know, she's going to be working for the Daily Planet as like an intern, and Cat Grant hates her, and she's befriending Lana Lang. So it's a good setup, and then everything completely changes. And I don't know if there's a Superman crossover event or whatnot. I'm not super familiar with this, but man, this is another thing that grinds my gears. Crossover events. And the entire status quo changes. The things that were set up here kind of are in here still, but the continuing storyline's gone now. And we have this like new Krypton where Supergirl is a part of this, and her mom is in charge of it. Her dad has been killed, which was not shown in the pages of this book. There's this guy Reactron who's like coming after them, and then there's this Superwoman who is, trying to stop them all. This is what I mean about the weird faces. It just doesn't quite work out half the time with his faces. So we see that he's dead. I guess we do see that he was killed here, but it's in the middle of a storyline, so it's a very, very odd way to be here. We don't really see the events that lead up to that. So I don't know what's going on exactly. Like I said, there's probably a crossover event that I'm missing. And there's this whole group of new Krypton and all that, and they're being super people, and the government doesn't like it so much. They're investigating murders. Super people are being blamed. Superwoman is really fighty against Supergirl. This is a bizarre drawing too. Warns her to stay away. Her mother's acting weird, and it turns out that her mother's doing so because she wants her to join a guild or something like that, and it felt like a punishment the whole time, but it really wasn't. A lot of stuff just like doesn't quite get there storyline-wise, and I feel like maybe it does if you read whatever event the Superman title's going through that caused all this, but it's all right. I mean, so as individual issues, the pacing is pretty good. The dialogue's pretty good. I actually like the interaction between Lana Lang and Supergirl. And the twist is Superwoman is like Lois Lane's sister, who like has gone through some deal, and apparently Supergirl kills her. So again, just like, it's not a very heroic feeling atmosphere. There's science police here, so we get a little tie into Legion of Superheroes. I don't know where they all showed up from. I don't know where the science police became part of Metropolis. It just, something needed to tell the background of what's going on here a little better than I got in order to enjoy this. Like I said, the pacing's fine. The characters are fine. Actually, the characters are the best Supergirl's been in this entire run so far. Care about the characters, and then it kind of ends. So Lois is mad because of the killing, sorta, and it just ends. So we're in the middle of this, and that's it. So it's all right. I mean, it's readable. So it's 7 out of 10. I'd say just average fare. And then I will be reading volume 5, wrapping this up. I really hope it just like comes into its own as a title a little bit more. I mean, apparently Sterling Gates continues to write this, so it should feel consistent from that point. But overall, very confusing what's going on and why. And, you know, maybe that's not his fault, but that's how Marvel and DC go. So hit that like and subscribe button, everybody. We'll be back soon with more reviews.